Good morning from the city of Coburn. It's Bill Quinn here on my last full day, let's call it that, in this premises by the beach. Whoosh. Even though this looks a bit messy, I am substantially packed up. I have got things that are going to charity, I've got things that are going into storage, and I've got things that are coming with me because I'm off to my next, I'm overlapping by a day. What's that? Oh no, it's all right. I'm overlapping by a day. I'm off to another city tonight or this afternoon. A couple of cities really. And I'll be coming back tomorrow to make sure that the place looks livable. I want to leave it as substantially as I found it. That's the way I like to approach anywhere that I am. And when I can't, and there have been times, especially house sitting, and it's mostly from introverted, self-centered, selfish people who believe that information is power and their return time or their return date is their own business. On top of that, and I've had this, I can think of a couple of places. One is St Ives, another is Eastern Ipswich, possibly in southern Ipswich, about a 10-minute walk to the CBD. I had eyes on me. So many places I've had security cameras. There's one out the front of this place. It's not too much of a problem. Mostly because when I came around here the first time, when I came here to get the keys, and it originally was going to be here on a Monday evening, and by Monday evening I was absolutely jats crackered. Not absolutely, but mostly jats crackered. And the person who lives here was also having a time of it. Massive time of it. I didn't know how much of a time of it until I came around the next morning. So we jointly agreed, as I was walking through the back gate of Clancy's Fish Pub in Fremantle, on my way to having one of the musical experiences of my life, the Lost Keys, I love your guts. You will go down in the pantheon of my own personal life. Now, that's not something to put on your CV, but that night, when I sat down and thought, I'll do a couple of chorus songs and then that'll get my spirits back. And I was drinking gin soda? Yeah, gin soda. And of course, a pint of Guinness once I worked out that they had a blackboard up the front. And they said, if anyone wants to come and put their name on the blackboard, I stuck a hand in the air and went, ooh, me. And then somebody, I don't know if it was Jeff Swain or one of the members, maybe one of the others, looked over, saw who it was. We have history going back to Albany and elsewhere, mostly Albany. And they said, maybe we might have to rethink that policy. So I put my name up. I thought I was somewhere in the middle, but it turned out that the way that they'd written it, I ended up being the last blackboard person. So the Lost Keys, normally on the first Monday of the month from 7:30 p.m, down at Clancy's Fish Pub, get along there for a couple of hours of sea shanties. And if you have got a mariner type song, it's got to have a mariner theme or a maritime theme, then stick your name up on the board. Me personally, they were just about ready to wrap things up. I think they might have been running like a little bit late, so I was substantially the last person or guest. They might have done one or two after that. But I was getting the come on, make it quick type thing. And anyone who knows me well knows that I can talk under 10 foot of concrete with a mouthful of marbles. So I did a little introduction. I made it much quicker, but I could even feel somebody behind my shoulder going, their body language, they didn't say a word, but their body language was, make it quick and snappy, MC, dude, you're here to sing, not tell your story. But I wanted to tell the story of the song, so I made it quick. And also gave up the fact that the maritime bit that I had invented was exactly that, an invention. And I sang Rag and Bone, and I had sat there for about half an hour, 45 minutes, scribbling out multiple copies. There's some around here somewhere. I don't know. Copies of the chorus. And when I hit that first chorus, with 7 Lost Keys behind me on stage, and with about, I'm not good at crowd numbers, but let's say 40 to 50 people in the audience, when we hit that first chorus, I started to tingle. I'm tingling just thinking about it now. It was glorious. And we did the whole thing. And when I did my little I'm going to say I've collected the ending thing, which is I grabbed the last note and oh, that's right, I made that one up. I grabbed the last note and then reeled it in like I was a fishing line. And then I grabbed it, stamped on it, and kicked it AFL style out the back door. And I just, to know that so many people had never seen that before and had enjoyed the experience, that didn't need to remember my name, but my God, we had spiders falling out of the rafters. So anywho, the next morning at 10 o'clock, I came around here, and there's a security camera out the front, and it's one of those ring things. So you push the bell, ding dong, and that goes to the person's phone, and then they can pick up their phone and straight away see who's at the front door. You might have seen the ads on telly. Well, I did that, and I got here, tumbled out of the Uber right on the dot of 10. I was so happy with myself that I was on time, exactly on time. And I rang the doorbell. Ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong. Waited and waited and waited. And then I started to think, has she forgotten? Is she asleep? She'd been having a time of it. I didn't realise how much of a time of it. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. So about 6 or 7 minutes later, because I didn't want to harass her, especially if she was racing back from the shop, oh, sorry. Then she's a bit like that. Or she, we'll say she. So after 6 or 7 minutes, I did what the young people did. I pulled out my phone and I rang. And she answered straight away. So she must have been standing around about here. And I'm pressing the bell. And it's not on the door itself, it's on a post. It's on a support for the eaves out the front. Hello? Hi, I'm at the front door. Oh, yeah, I turn it off. I don't like bells. The fuck? I don't like bells, so I've got... Take it off the bloody thing and don't have it there. I want it for the security. What security if you don't look at the thing? She could be sitting at work or down the pub or in the cafe and somebody's gone ding dong, no answer. Right, let's go around the back and crash through this really flimsy door. Yeah, all of that. So anyway, then when I came around on Tuesday, then the madness really started. And it was horrific. And part of me thought I would be well within my rights right at this minute to say, I'm out. Go and put your cat in a kennel. You've still got another day and a half before you leave. In fact, you've got 1 day and 11 hours until you physically leave the country. Organise a fucking kennel for your cat. Because people who are that distressed, that anxious, that absolutely, I'm going to use that word, it's not a term I like, but absolutely pounded by mental illness. Really, I know a lot of people who've got mental illness and they manage it really well. They know their own bodies, their own psyches well enough, they get help. But this person started to reel off, and I had to almost say, stop. And unfortunately, I'm a little bit too empathic to say, no, I'm out. I'll go and stay down the Esplanade, I'll go and stay at the Federal and the National, I'll go and stay at Fremantle Village. Don't give a rat's, it's not worth it. Because I did this once for 2 weeks in Sydney, when I did not have enough money to go and stay in a dormitory in a youth hostel for 2 weeks. And that nearly cost me my life, literally. On the last day I was there, the second last day, the night, I drove myself to the hospital at about 11 p.m. Made a stupid choice, didn't drive to the nearest one, St Vincent's. I drove all the way out to Westmead. How I got out there in one piece is still a mystery. And then I collapsed on the floor at Westmead Emergency Department. And they looked over and, yeah, okay, you're not our biggest problem, buddy. And an hour and a half later, they came and woke me up. And I've been triaged by that time. What I saw, or what I was able to see when I came to every now and again, should haunt my nightmares, but it don't. In fact, I very rarely think about it these days. I got it out of my system. 5 hours after I struggled in, hardly able to put two words together, cottonmouth, could not speak. I could not make sentences at all because I'd given myself low blood pressure. I'd given myself hypotension. I had given myself a form of DVT in the process. If I stay standing for much longer, I'm going to do the same thing. In fact, I can see one of my ankles swelling up, so I'm going to stop now. It's Bill Quinn from Cockburn, from Friction Penis. This is my last full day, and I'll be buzzing around for another couple of weeks. It's currently Sunday the 12th of February. I'll be around for about another 16 days. And then I'm gone with the dust and the wind for about 6 weeks. So, Fremantle, Walyalup, Booragoon, Boorloo, Perth, Stirling, not Midland. Midland if I can get my fucking lawn bowls back for another crazy woman. What am I on flypaper for freaks? So to all the good people, thank you very much. To the Lost Keys, love your work. To anybody who has stuck it out for 11 minutes and 23 seconds, the magic word today is nymphomania. Tell me the word nymphomania and I'll make an extra donation to Going the Distance, the surf life-saving of Western Australia. One of several fundraisers that I'm involved with at the moment. Because that's my thing. That's what I do. I'm a philanthroper. From all of that, I'll see you when I'm looking at you, and bye for now. Or I can just hang around until it goes up to 12 minutes. That'd be nice, or I could just cut it up.